All right, welcome to the finale of our first weekly challenge here on YouTube. I'm Rob Barrington. I'm playing a 10 board challenge versus the robots. I'm going to do this every week or every week I can. And you'll see 2 boards a day, Monday through Friday. We're going to play them together. We're going to try to learn as we go. I am definitely going to make some terrible errors, as I've proven already in certain versions of this game, and we're going to switch up the scoring method each week. This week we're playing imps, so we're worried about making our contracts and getting all the points we can as safely as possible, and we'll switch back and forth between this format and match points. But it's always going to be me versus the robots in these 10 boards, and let's see the finale. You saw the end, or sorry, at the end of last session, you saw this hand. You had 24 hours to figure out what to do. What do you think, guys? What are you going to do over one spade? And this is, it's tempting to do a whole bunch of things. Passing and hoping partner reopens with double would be great, but there's no guarantee, number one, that your left-hand opponent's going to pass, and number two, that partner's going to ever think to reopen with double. I think here it's just normal to overcall your heart suit. You have a beautiful hand. You have wastage in spades, but if you find a hard fit, especially with partners likely spade shortness, you might take a whole bunch of tricks. So you want to get this on the table as quickly as you can. You're not unhappy when the opponents do stuff like this, though, right? This is a kind of a happy circumstance. You know this is going to probably be bad for them, right? Considering your strength and the wild shape of your hand. When they get bad breaks, it's not good for them. So we will let this go. And yeah, good. They didn't correct. Now, make your lead, guys. What are you going to lead against this contract? 3-no trump. And as a lot of you know, this usually bodes well for us when we're playing against at least human beings in robot situations. Defending usually works out well. We just need to make sure we don't give up too much on this. So make your choice of leads, guys. First thing I would think about is, okay, what's happening as far as values around the table? So I have 15. No one can have more than I can, right? Because this is a best hand situation. But East is showing about the same amount of values, right? At least in opening hands. So let's give them conservatively 13 or 14, right? So that's 15 plus their 13. That's 28. West showed at least 10, right? At least an invitational hand for their 3-club bid. So it sounds like partner has absolutely nothing at all, right? So here we're going to be defending this alone. When we have this position, we just have to recognize that, okay, we're going to want to develop our best suit, and we should know what that is. It's hearts. And number two, being on lead is going to be bad for us, right? Because we have all this stuff for our side. So at least if we're on lead, we're going to want to be taking tricks. And the fastest way to get your tricks taken is to set up your suit. So here I would lead top of an interior sequence. I'm leading the Queen of Hearts. And this is a win when partner has, and before I play this, I just want to look at this entire trick so we can just talk about it. Partner, if partner has some length in this suit, it's great for us. Or if partner has a crucial card or a couple of crucial cards, specifically the 10 and the 9 that we're looking for, very good for us. Here, though, you can see might be terrible if East has King 10 fourth. We can't really do anything. And now we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 clubs in this dummy. No wonder we're void. Well, let's hope that partner is getting in some tricks over there. We hope they have like Queen 10 fourth. Apparently not. So they're just going to take a boatload of tricks here, guys. There's the Queen. So key to recognize several things. Number one, we need to protect spades, right? So we cannot pitch more than this number of spades. If the robot would play a card, it would be helpful. What are you doing, buddy? Okay, there we go. All right, so here we have to hold on to that holding in spades no matter what. We're going to have to make a lot more of these pitches, and we're going to just try to take as many tricks as we can. We're probably going to get end played. We have to make 4 more pitches. One of them is going to be a diamond. 2 more are going to be hearts. And what else are we going to do? Well, we're going to be end played, it looks like. A good declarer is just going to recognize that we basically need to come down to something like this at the end. And they're going to recognize we're going to have to decide now, do we pitch a spade and hope partner has, like, I don't know, an honor in this suit? Or do we just do this and get ourselves end played? We'd probably do this, right? And the other problem is if we had pitched a spade, right, now the declarer could simply just play a spade to the ace and just take the rest of the tricks in their spade suit, right? So here, kind of locked into this sort of play and ugly. I mean, there's nothing we can do on this hand to beat it, right? And the good thing is when we go back and look at this, what are we going to do to beat this hand? Well, nothing we lead is going to be successful as far as getting us off to 5 tricks. Because the moment they get in, they have 8 clubs and the ace of spades. And to be honest, any lead we make is going to give them a trick. This is pretty sick. Right? I guess, in hindsight, the best possible lead. Take a look, guys. What's the best lead? I'm so upset. They probably would have gotten it right, though, to be honest. They should. But look at this. A low diamond would be amazing. What do they do, right? They have to play the king from dummy. If we lead a low diamond, it's a terrible test for declare, right? They have to be up to play the king. Now take a look. They have the information that we overcalled, right? So they would likely get this right if they just played the percentages, but that's a tough sell, man. At least it makes them quake in their boots at trick 1. But here you can see they will always get that right. And to be honest, I don't know. It seemed pretty normal to lead the queen of hearts and hope that partner had a club trick. Right? We wish partner could trade their minor suit queens, and we had a little better chance of this. But take a look. East had king 10-9, 4th of hearts, so whatever, right? There, we hope the robots are just being friendly to us as well. Just take a look at this hand. 6-5, come alive. Well, I mean, obviously you're coming alive with 6 solid clubs. I don't know, but maybe we see a Michael's cubed to our left. I don't know. I'm not gonna throw that out there, but it seems like a real possibility. No, just a spade. There's a heart suit from partner. 2 clubs double. I'm gonna pattern out, right? I'm going to bid diamonds, and then I'm going to come back and bid clubs. Partner's just going to insist on hearts. I will refuse. There we go. All right, maybe we get to play 4 clubs. There we go. Okay, good. I love buying this undoubled at the 4 level. It seems like a misfit. The opponents have a whole bunch of spades together. So here, we might have kind of slinked out with a very good result if things pan out well. Here, they're bleeding a diamond. We'll take that. Now comes to the point of let's try to get rid of some losers, right? Or at least let's try to set up some tricks in the future. They're leading some diamonds here. I'm going to lead a heart to the king. Right? I'm going to do this not because I'm necessarily going to get pitches. I'm trying to sneak the trick in there, unlikely, but also now when I have an entry to dummy, if hearts are breaking, I get not only a diamond rough, but is he over? Okay, and then I get to maybe pitch. Nope, they're not letting that one happen. Okay. Now we're under roughing because we're too fast on the mouse. But here, the ending is going to be pretty simple here. We will draw some more trump. Boom, boom, they make. And now we just have to give up one of these, I believe. Yeah, there it is. Down 1. Minus 100. I don't think we can make that. I played this super fast, guys. Sorry, down 2. Excuse me. They had a diamond trick at the end. I don't think we could do much better, but I'll come take a look at that at the end, and let's see what the result was. Whoa, we got smacked around by the robot, and that is because, okay, they didn't bid 3 no trump at their table. What is happening? And apparently they bid 4 spades on this last one here. So the robot took us to town on these last 2 boards. Let's take a look at what happened here. I'm kind of tilted here. Okay, so what happened, especially with these last 2 boards? It looked like we were going to lose no matter what, and I'll scrape in some scores here in a second. But let's look at what happened at our table on board 9. East opened a spade. We overcalled 2 hearts. It went 3 clubs past 3 no trump. That was our table. The other table, unfortunately, did something totally different. In fact, let's take a look at this entire deal. The other table chose to double for some reason. I don't get this. It's not a strong enough hand for a power double. It just doesn't make any sense, right? But whatever. That's what they chose to do. It went redouble with their 8-card club holding, which is fine. They want to show a good hand. And then partner bid 2 diamonds. East bid 2 hearts, natural, pass. And West passed with their 8-card club suit. And then it went 3 diamonds, all pass. So this is weird because, like I said during the match, it's very likely that our result will be duplicated. However, we couldn't predict we couldn't predict the double, number one. And number two, how the heck are they just not bidding with this West hand on the auction they had? So, okay, that was minus 13 for us. So that was a big loss. The next one we saw was this last one where, I mean, I guess we could have bid this a little differently. We opened a club, and we just ended up getting to 4 clubs, right? We just ended up kind of competing to a point and just getting to a point where we thought we might be able to go plus or at least keep them out of this, and we went down 1. Now let me first see, or down 2, excuse me. Could we have done better on this hand? It doesn't look like it, right? It looks like they can kind of handle this if they just kind of defend normally here, as long as we didn't kind of score a king of hearts, basically. So here, we couldn't have done much better in the play at least, but let's take a look at what they did at the other table. Here, they opened a club. It went a spade double. So this is, I guess, similar to what we saw at our table. It went 2 clubs. Instead of bidding 2 diamonds, which is what I did, they doubled, which just says I have real clubs. And then it was allowed to go past 2 diamonds, past 2 spades, and then blah, blah, blah. They get all the way to 4 spades on this hand, with North kind of doing a heavy bit of competing in hearts. So, okay, that was minus 9 for us. So we did lose by, we lost 22 on the last 2 boards. And here's the kind of rundown of the scores. I mean, we did lose by 28, but we lost 22 on those last 2 boards. It looks like they did not get to the game we were thinking about on board 8 here. We kind of saw that board 8 we might have wanted to bid a little bit more maybe, but you know, we didn't choose to do that, and neither did the robots, but they made 1 extra trick. They had similar results like we thought about. Take a look at board 5, guys. I'm so happy at least we get to see this. Board 5, the board that we knew was going to be a chop, was a chop, right? Meaning, when I say chop, I mean we got the same result on board 5. Even though minus 200 looks terrible, it was so normal compared to kind of what we saw at our table that they would do the same, and that's exactly what they did. Same with board 7. We knew that wasn't going to be good, so we didn't expect that to be great. Board 4, they gained a couple of imps because they were allowed to play 2 diamonds doubled. Great. And board 1, which you guys did not see, they took 1 extra trick on. No big deal. So it looks like they pipped us on a couple of boards, and they really, honestly, through some weird methods, got the best scores in the last 2 boards. So I'm 0-1 to start, guys. But this was a good week. I hope you learned a little bit about some of the decisions that are made at the table, either with robots or in realistic spots. And we're going to just try to dig down and learn as much as we can throughout these 10 boards every week. We're always going to try to win. We got crushed in the first one, but really, I wouldn't go back and change too much. I mean, I might bet a little bit more on board 8. The rest of it, like we talked about as we were playing it, seemed relatively normal, right? We got a couple of tricks here and there that went the wrong way, and then those last 2 boards, the robots did something special, we'll say. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the week, guys, and you'll join us again for the weekly challenge. I'm going to try to make this an every week event, Monday through Friday, 2 boards a day. So join me here or on bridgelesson.com. And don't forget, we have live classes with tons of mental reps in them on bridgelesson.com every week. Don't forget to check those out. Until next time, guys, take care.